Alright. So... I want to know if the story's gonna suck, right? I think it's gonna be a 50-50 for me, right? I didn't mind the story in the sense of like it was an entertaining story, right? From MK1, right? It just pales in comparison to this absolute gem of a game, right? So it's not gonna, nothing I don't think is ever gonna be MK9 in terms of like in the sort of 13-ish years era ever since NRS basically had their name on the side of an MK box. But I'm curious about where the story is going to go, right? Are we going to get some like, holy crap, that was amazing moments, you know, is Anar going to show up and just, you know, burn everyone, game over, he wins, flawless victory, right? I don't know what's going to happen, right? But I have concerns. I think a lot of people have had concerns with the writing for quite a while now. And it's because you see that influence coming, you know, they're copying a lot of Marvel stuff, you know, the whole multiverse thing. It's just crap. Like, it's just, the problem with that sort of stuff is that it just makes it too easy. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, well, this character dies in this timeline, but they're still over here in this timeline, right? It's just really lazy writing, right? But I am curious. I'm very curious about... I'm very curious about how it's going to end. But one of the things that this trailer, like... I know it only... I think I counted. I think it was like 4, maybe 5 times. I think it was 4 times. That it was all about chaos, right? And I have to wonder... Is this gonna be the prevailing word? You know that Strangers of Paradise? Chaos, I'm gonna kill chaos. Everything is chaos. And we're gonna end up with the same shit, man. Right? Is it gonna be the same thing? Like, Havoc's run around going, chaos, 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 and he's like, I haven't said chaos in 3 seconds, chaos. Like, is this what it's gonna... You know what I mean? Like, you don't... Listen, man. You don't need to keep telling people about chaos, right? You can do it in other ways, right? You can just you can be the chaos connoisseur. You can do it through behavioral means. You can beat the crap out of people without, you know, any sort of provocation. That's chaos, right? I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, okay, that, you know, we don't need to hear the word all the time, you know what I'm saying? It sounds like you're compensating for something, bro. Right, we know we got your little spank hand on your little belt there. Right, but is there something else you're kind of making up for by constantly telling us about chaos, right? I am curious about World War II Johnny. Is that really a World War II Johnny, or is that him playing another role that he was dressed up for? I have a feeling it's that. You know. But, yeah, I am curious about the story because obviously we've got some major changes. The Lin Kuei aren't cyberized, they're just suits, right? So are we going to get to a point in the story where it's going to be like, this isn't enough? We have to literally, like, that's what made it so, you know, frightening for Lin Kuei members. When the Grand Master's like, right, we need to cyberize the entire division, you know, they were literally going to kill him. They're killing their own clan and basically putting them on like autopilot, right? So that's kind of where we're at with you know, with the Lin Kuei. And are we going to get to the end of that story and have them become, you know, actually cyberized through whatever means? Now, I've seen rumors about whether or not the story is 2 hours or 4 hours. I'm hoping it's fairly long. You know, I don't want it to be super short because I'm hoping that we get, you know, at least some goodness. But I think somebody told me, apparently, because I said, oh, geez, I really hope Noob isn't the one that kills Havoc at the end or becomes like the savior. And then somebody's like, oh, apparently in the leak they did. I'm like, Really? Right. Now the other thing too is that could there be a redemption arc? That's the other interesting part. Is there actually going to be a redemption arc for Bihan in this expansion? I don't know. Right? It says Chaos reigns. So the other thing too is that this expansion may end up with the bad guys winning. Right? I don't know if I've seen anyone sort of talk about that. The bad guys could end up winning. Right? So it means that, you know, obviously they'd have another expansion coming out unless like sales are so abysmal and Warner Brothers literally just pulls the plug, which I don't know. They reckon we've still got years of content to come. But if the bad guys win, see, this is what I was hoping for the end of the actual story, right? That somehow a Naga would be involved, and then we get the Armageddon Temple, and then here we go. Here we go, man. Right, and then Havoc. Great. Right. Thank you so much for that. This is wonderful. Right. So I'm hoping that at the end of this expansion, right, the bad guys win, and then we actually get some sort of like a Naga reveal, you know, for that. Because we got the Tomb of the Dragon Army. We know Liu Kang actually channels the fire of the Dragon King, because that was mentioned between him and Cetrion in a cutscene in MK11, right? So there has to be that. Like, you're like, that would be cool. That would be really cool, because, you know, they'd be like, right, you know, we're bringing in the big dogs, okay? Because you basically muted Shao Kahn, General Shao, right? Which again sort of like feels a little alien. Like, I kind of hope that we can get, like, you know, it'd be cool if we could change his axe to like a hammer, like modders have done, so that way, you know, General Shao feels a little bit more intimidating, because there's nothing like axes are cool and all, but General, like with Shao Kahn, like the hammer, like that's his main weapon. And beating the crap out of people with a blunt instrument is pretty full on. You know what I mean? Well, it's pretty full on, right? So I do have some potential wish lists as far as the story goes and how it all play out. I guess, you know, by this time, when's the 24th? By this time, no. So the game will come out, I think, today, my time, in a week's time, probably early hours, right? So give or take, a couple of days after today, we'll definitely know how the story's all played out. But I just hope they don't run around constantly going on about bloody chaos all the time. Just calm down. Just, you don't need to keep harping on about it, right? Get a girlfriend or something, right? Vibrating instrument. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Let me know what you think. Catch you next time.